What a few months it's been, but we're now here on the other side with a live launchpad, live staking program, thriving build ecosystem. What's up, Fussy? Did I see you launch a token of yourself on the timeline? I saw somebody, I think it was you, but good to see you. How are we feeling today, boys? Almost $1 million of trading volume on the launchpad, completely organic. No market makers, no paid KOLs. We did use shills and we used a Clipper, but those are our good friends. We like those type of crowd sources. A little bit more organic than not.
Yeah, man, it was good. We had a couple runners. I like the horse, but I guess the dev rug did all. So whatever, it is what it is, man. You know, it's like to try and figure this stuff out. You know, it is what it is. Like I will say, like I built that game. No, I know nobody played it. I couldn't get anybody to fucking play it with me. But last night at dinner, 4 of us raced against each other for who had to watch the matches, and it was a fucking fantastic time. So let's just say I didn't lose, baby. I didn't lose.
Oh, look, in the crowd, we got a lot of our builders. XC Pinata launched an awesome product. Avi's always a good friend. First Shills he's an official shiller, signed up to Shills. So congrats to Avi. Emblem Strategy, I saw, and Fussy, and then Off Token. What is good? A lot of products popping up. Chris, how are we feeling today?
What is good? It's been a crazy couple days. So always good to get a product out on the market that we've been working on. A few more releases to go, but this is a cool one. This like ties in so much of the things that we've been kind of towards. And yeah, I mean, we can get into it, but I think like one quick distinction is that, you know, we're not building another Pump Fund. Pump Fund is already Pump Fund. They already have, a bunch of deployers. They already have mass market appeal. They are a token launcher. They're the industry's biggest token launcher. We're not here to compete with Pump Fund. We're here to offer a full suite of products in order to build an on-chain business or on-chain community, on-chain token where you can basically have all of the tools that you need in one single place to succeed on-chain. And so, we're not in it to become like a mass deployer or a platform of mass deployers. We're looking for more of like a boutique experience where you can actually put substance behind some of these tokens and kind of grow them more than just maybe a one-dimensional animal photo on a digital token.
But still, Trump tokens are popping up, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
you can't stop the memes, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we're not saying that there's not going to be memes. It's just that we want to offer a service that's differentiated, and we think that there's a pretty big gap in the market for something like that. So, just want to kind of establish that, you know, we're not here to compete head to head with someone that already has complete market share. We're here to kind of segment the market into what we think that it can be more of, which, you know, we think there can be more dynamic token launches. We think that they can be more fulfilling and way more wholesome and just way more complete, because just launching a token on itself, you've seen a million times over and over again, it's not sustainable. But there are ways to make these tokens sustainable, and that's kind of what we're building towards.
That we are today. Now that we have the launchpad, we have a lot more segments to cover today. But first and foremost, I don't know if you guys saw this morning, but Definitive wrote a little nice post about us, a gigantic case study.
Great product over there, Definitive, actually.
You see, yeah, Definitive came in, powerful API. Emblem replaced 10 APIs with Definitive Flash, freeing the freeing resources for its next Gen AI terminal. I'm gonna pin it up here to the top if anyone wants to take a look at it, show some support. Definitive's a good partner, a great company. Weird browsing mobile on phone now because they've moved around the retweets and stuff. But I have pinned up there at the top if anyone wants to take a look at it. They had me quote up front. We decided to move Definitive Flash for our conditional engine in order to improve our efficiency and reliability on the offering. After building and operating our own conditional engine that was custom built over the past year, we decided to allow a more experienced team to handle the execution and infrastructure so that we could focus on the application layer of our products. They go in to cover a bunch of stuff. Cool part here is like on X, you could just ask Grok to summarize it so we don't have to go in and read everything. But here's kind of the key points. Emblem AI moved the engine, which I just said. We had over 10 APIs using like OX and Alchemy and hooks and Solana API tracker and a bunch of other stuff. Basically, it was to execute advanced orders, so things like limit orders, DCAs, take profits, TWAPs, all that stuff. Definitive now handles it on Solana and EVM. It was by far a big learning experience. I would actually say since when Adam and I joined the company 4 years ago, maybe the conditional order and maybe the BRC20 cross-chain launch, probably two of the biggest failures that we've had.
That's fine. I was just gonna.
Bro, you gotta be honest with yourself. You know, if you're not having failures, you're not trying, right? And yeah, we tried to build out the conditional engine. I mean, God knows how many thousands of dev hours we got into it, and at the end of the day, it just didn't. We weren't whatever. We couldn't make it happen at a level that we were comfortable with.
That's so funny. I was gonna say, you know, we mentioned a lot of our wins, but we never actually mentioned any of our losses. And I was gonna say that conditional engine was probably like one of the biggest L's that we've just spent months and months developing, $100,000+, and was just like one of the biggest headaches internally because there's so many like micro transactions, micro pieces of the whole execution layer that we have a focus on so much, like so many broad-based things that we weren't just spending every single day focused on that execution layer. So it's really great to have Definitive come in and really enhance the product stack.
Shout out to Definitive, great team, consolidated all into one. Really awesome article, good team all around. So shout out to them. Make sure you guys read the article, you know, show a little repost and some love. Checking in on price action for emblems at 4.4 million. Got a little bit of a pump there. The Mexi bots still continue to obliterate every time there's a buy. I think there's about 2% of the total supply on Mexi. So we just need more buys, just more buy pressure. I think it's like 150K. So you need like 100, maybe like 200 or 300K in positive buy pressure, which is really not a lot when you think about it. That's like, there's tokens who do literally $10 million of trading volume in a day. Cupsy, one of our migrating projects, did almost $40 million of trading volume in one day, like just from hype. So it's not a lot. It seems like a lot, right? When people come in and you spend $500,000 buys, it's like death by 1,000 cuts. But we'll get there eventually. So no doubt we'll continue grinding that out. Checking in on Migrate Fund, we have two active projects. The other two are kind of just lagging. Believe ends in 2 days, I believe, and then the Soy Boys, end in two weeks. Checking in on staking, I believe we're at almost 29% full now, so we've gone up 0.1. We have 20% staked for 180 days or more. The stakers been eating, man. They got all kinds of tokens. You can check it out on Migrate Fund or over here on the Emblem Vault staking pad. Emblem Strategy Token, Quit, Coco, Luna, Horse, Emblem Hub, and M-Shot, right? These are all bonded tokens. Price is low now, right, since it's dipped, but this is vested over 90 days, and we do that purposely so people don't sell. It's actually somewhat of a forced hold, because what happens with a lot of these tokens is they launch, they have a gigantic pump, they kind of chill for a little bit, they build their brand and community, and then they come back. So I think the stakers will be excited, but that's 24 tokens that have been distributed since the staking program launched, which was literally 2 weeks ago, or ended 2 weeks ago. So we're doing pretty good here. Lots of cool surprises. Migrate Fund conversations. Tokens come in under their own whim and discretion. Looking at the Launchpad statistics, Emblem rocketed up to number 5 at one point yesterday. So pretty good on the start. Right now it's sitting at number 8 in the Solana ecosystem for the 1 day volume. 210K, 1,000 traders, right behind Easy, Kickstart, Moonshot. If you go to the 7 day, I mean, the program's only been, or Emblem Launchpad's only been live for 2 days. And for the weekly, it's already number 10 at 775,000. So I think that should get into maybe break the top 7 or so. You could click around it. Jupiter's does like really good, has a pretty good dashboard for all of these. I noticed a lot of people are launching a bunch of Coco tokens. There's like 5 of them or something. I don't know if it's the same person like testing or what's.
I think Kiro's back, man. This is his stealth account or something. Who knows? Oh, it's Kiro. Shout out.
Emblem Agent is a good source for tracking projects. I suggest following it. I saw it picked up like 100 followers or something, a lot of them being traders. I think this is where some people was saying that we're complaining about the Emblem Agent account automating posts, saying that it's promoting garbage or something like that. But that's for you to sift through the treasures. The cool part here, you'll see, like if you look at EMBS, like it deployed and then literally like a second later it was graduated. You could kind of see that. So it's cool to see that type of stuff. The deployments, the graduations, the projects that are combining their tokens with the apps themselves. So it gives users and speculators and holders a little bit more certainty on, hey, is this app officially with this token? Because the user is the one who has to combine them. There's also going to be some other updates coming. We're going to have a 24-hour volume post that is going to track the Migrate Fund alumni and the token ecosystem. So Emblem Agent is going to be an attention vehicle for all of our projects. And one other cool thing that we actually added was a burn mechanism. The horse dev had reached out to us and had a bunch of the supply and was asking, what to do. And we said, maybe you should just burn it. He was like, how should I do it? They're like, well, we could just add a burn function for the devs and then have it automate a post. And he thought it was a cool idea and he did and burned it. Price is down pretty bad. But it did run to like, I don't know, 300K or something like that. I think Luna also is up there around that. But if any dev burns now 10% or more of the supply, there will be an automated post. Again, this is adding security and attention. It tells the users that, yes, the dev burned through our official protocol. So it is like a live action. It's not some sort of like fake post that they could put up saying they're burning, trying to trick you. Like it's an actual on-chain event that's triggered. And I saw Luna also, the moon, what was it, Mooncat or Space Cat, also burned some as well. So it's getting good use. The theses are playing out. But what do you guys think of the first 48 hours of hosting Launchpad? What's your takeaways?
It went the way I thought it would in a lot of ways. In that people just do, meme coin shit. And we had like the number one runner was just a pure meme coin. So I expected that. I did expect our, the people who are building apps, I expected it to take some time for them to be able to process what's happening. And because we didn't really tell them in advance that, hey, get ready, to launch a token against your app. And so I think it's going to take over, course of a week or so for people to realize, oh, shoot, I should get a strategy together. How's this going to work? How's it going to work long term? Like if I have revenue or whatever. And so like people need to figure that stuff out before they're kind of comfortable launching tokens. So I kind of expected the memification and of course, the retardation to run the highest is kind of normal, but it's, overall, like, bro, of course you want it to everything to pop to infinity, but it just doesn't work that way. I can't see on stage. I saw some, is it off token? Is he still up on stage? I fucking X won't show me the stage anymore.
I know because I fixed it.
Oh, you got it.
No, he's not there anymore.
Okay, good. Yeah. But he was like, give us one runner, it's just like, we're not going to crime tokens. Sorry. It's not going to happen. So, yeah, I get it. And that's what kind of some people are looking for, but, the Emblem team will not be criming a runner for you. Sorry, bros.
Speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
Chris, however, may crime a runner for you. I don't know.
Launch it and we will see. No, I'm just kidding. The thing is that people are so sick of launchpads. I look at the timeline. I just saw one of our friends post, oh, all we need is another launchpad. We need another launchpad. I mean, there is obviously like a surplus of launchpads, but you need launch pads that are doing things differently, that are offering different products to the market, that are offering more dynamic solutions to come on chain. And I mean, just look at something super simple. You have a meme coin like Jimothy, right? That went to whatever, 150 million, 200 million, $300 million. That's not sustainable. And you're only people think that it's a viral whatever raccoon with like that has a broken spine or whatever it is, right? Like cute animal, a ton of fans all over. But when you launch a token, you're only appealing to token buyers. That's a small segment of the world. But if you launched Jimothy through Emblem Build, an Emblem Launchpad, then you can tokenize an app against it. Maybe you want to do like Jimothy Fan Club apparel workshop or something like that. You're selling t-shirts of Jimothy. You're selling hats. People think stuff like that is really funny and novel for some reason. I don't know why they do, but they do. So now you can sell millions of dollars in merch because the thing is super viral. One of the biggest viral sensations I've seen on the internet. You have Google posting about it. You have Amazon posting about it. You can sell crazy amount of t-shirts. Then you can do 100% generated or whatever percent revenue generated back to token buybacks all seamlessly through Emblem Build and the tokenized application that will feed directly through to the token buyers. That'll help support the token price and give you a bit of a revenue diversity. And then, you can expand further after that. And that's just like the only entrance. The theme here is that the tokens by themselves are not sustainable, and you're selling tokens to a small segment of the world. There's a way larger segment of the world that is not token buyers, and you can sell things like that, any type of apparel, any type of merchandise, any type of software, but building apps around these tokens, really making these things more sustainable and offering guarantees that those applications are tied to the token that they launched, intimately tied, immutably tied, where you can set revenue generation that's shared and split with the holders or stakers or whatever tokenomics you come up with. This is like the innovative idea. This is the crazy idea. And so it was always going to take people a moment to realize what you can actually do here. We weren't just going to launch. There was no world where we'd launch a launchpad and all of the app builders were instantly going to launch tokens. That wouldn't make sense. We never gave everyone a heads up. Launching a token is a massive event in the company's lifespan. You need to be prepared for it. It's not just something you just do on a whim, but it is the biggest mass attention event that you'll ever get. So whether you have a giant app and you want to come in and tokenize it, or you have a giant token and you want to build an app against it, the best place to do it is Emblem Build.
Bro, when Jimothy Crossing Road game, bro, why didn't they do that? Should have just built that app, bro.
You
built
think
the
of
game,
like
bro.
Or like any of these super viral apps, if there was a token against it, the token would go 10x higher than the revenue ever could have gone.
Yep.
So just the reflexivity of the market and the marketing that they get from the token going up, news channels love to pick shit like that up. Then your app 10x is your downloads. It's just these things need to work in tandem together rather than just singular in this market. So that's my take.
We've updated our Emblem agent now to show the top performing assets. So you could see, shows Luna, Emblem Strategy Token, I Quit, Horse, and Nihilist Loaf at the top, right? The market caps are low, but it'd be fun to look back at this, 6 months from now or by the end of the year. Also, the Emblem agent is going to be doing the same thing with the Migrate Fund alumni. Don't forget them. They're actually crushing it. So Unicorn up at 31 mil, Bobo at 8, Cat with the cat comeback, Myro 2 mil, and Rizmus. Where's Emblem? I think this is missing some of the coins here. Maybe this. Oh, that might just be the pump fund ones.
I don't think we track Emblem itself, the Emblem token itself, but I was going to add it yesterday. One thing
that's one of those crazy runners.
Well, this one doesn't have it. It's missing like Rain. I think Rainmaker. So a few of them that's not on there. I think these are just like memes.
One thing that I thought would happen, I thought we would get a casino coin the first day. Everyone comes into build. Obviously, me and Jake live in Vegas, so we're super familiar with the casino industry. But it's the casino, the hyper gambleization of the world has really taken over. You see time and time again on Emblem Build, the first thing that users come in, they build some type of casino game. So I definitely thought that we would see more casino tokens launched. Those are the easiest ones, right? You get any type of lottery, any type of raffle, throw a token on it, add some tokenomics, some sort of flywheel, you're off to the races. So I expect we'll see a lot more of those going forward.
Yes, sir. Looks good. Some other kind of news and information I want to share. For those that aren't aware, if you launch a token and it bonds, then you get free access to Emblem Build. Maybe it's a little bit different, right? If you already have an Emblem Build access and you launch a token, a little bit different. But these are for the deployers. They want to experiment, test things out. The community shows recognition that they like it. The token bonds. You can then go into Emblem Build. You don't have to pay the subscription, so you get full access. Luna took advantage of this. So did a few other projects. I believe Wackaboss, which was a token called Quit. The token had launched last night before I went to bed, and then it bonded this morning, and then they posted an app afterwards. So I expect they just launched the token, and then they went in to build the app after it had bonded, like pretty quickly. So kind of cool that the thesis is playing out in real time, which is, will deployers build apps? Yeah. Will app builders deploy tokens? Also, yes.
Just think of this. So you have Jimothy, the raccoon without the spine. The token's viral. It was built on Emblem Build. You launch a game, a legit game that you built on Emblem Build through it, link it to the token, push it to the App Store. Which makes more money? Which do you make more money from? That thing was probably going to fly to the #1 in the App Store close, because you have thousands, tens of thousands of holders that are probably going to try and play the game. And then you have all the outsiders that are like, oh shit, this is #5 on the App Store, that are going to play it on the App Store. Just like the reflexivity of both in tandem together is like really nuts. And obviously it's difficult for people to see before it happens, but once it happens, it is going to be so obvious.
Yeah. Shout out to, I see Luna in the crowd. Speaking of Luna.
All right, you're shilling Luna too much, bro. How much did you buy? Like, what's going on?
Off token, the guy who was in the crowd says Moon 1 token for their visibility. I Quit looks good. Emblem strategy token looks good as well.
We like the strategy.
We like the on-chain mechanics. I'll dive into strategy token here in a second. I haven't looked into it too deep outside of a little review. A few people have actually sent me DMs of different apps that they've built that they want to launch tokens. Some people have different strategies. We've seen so far, people launch tokens, build apps. People launch apps, launch a token right afterwards. A few people have spoken to me that they want to do some sort of like slow roll process where they're going to like come out not with the app or the token first, but the account first, and kind of start promoting it that way. So you're going to start seeing different things unfold. Is great, right? I mean, there's going to be winners, there's going to be losers, and then there's going to be a few like grail winners, right? The unicorns, the runners, whatever you want to call it. Emblem strategy token, interesting here. So it says Emblem strategy acquired 18,000 emblem, locked it for 360 days. Going to get the stake and flywheel going. So it says autonomous buyback and burn flywheel for emblem. Let's go to the app here and see. So the EMBS strategy. So it's coming in and talking about emblem. So basically how it works, EMBS fees. So the trading fees themselves are accrued when EMBS is bought. It buys emblem, takes the fees, swap into emblem, stakes it 365 days, claims the rewards from basket of migrations, and is going to sell those tokens to buy EMBS. Pretty good, right? So another, I guess you'd call it almost like a leverage bet on the emblem token itself, right? You would think if the emblem token goes up, maybe this one goes up. I don't know. Obviously, the more projects that come through, so you're like ultra long on the ecosystem. Pretty cool. You guys got any thoughts on on-chain tokenomics? People are building on top of the app or the emblem tech stack and the emblem token itself, which I think is pretty cool.
It is wild, man. It's like it's Inception, right? It's yeah, I don't, for me, this is like my brain, you lost me at like, flywheel here, but it's, I like people trying shit, but it's crazy to me, man. I don't even know how this would work. But he's built it out, bro. There it is, man. Dive in. I think he said he was going to publish it on GitHub, open source it so everybody can look at the code. It's wild, man.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people are going to integrate the emblem token natively if they don't want to launch their own. I think I could see that kind of taking off. Really just kind of, you know, adding to our community of thousands of holders already, and they kind of can inherit that pretty instantly rather than launching their own. But one of our friends messaged me last night or the night before. He was like, "Hey, Chris, let me know when the right time to launch a token is against my app." I was like, bro, number one, there is no right time to launch a token
Never.
against your app. You're the only one that can know. There's no perfect time. Most times, it's probably better sooner than later. We realize anyone that looks for the perfect time always screws it up. But there is no perfect time. But maybe a little leak of things that we're contemplating inside is how to kind of get away from just a straight deployment and maybe more of like a ICO type of fundraising model where you can stake money against apps that you believe in, that you think should launch a token, and maybe get yourself into the token sale before it actually goes live. I think playing around with these dynamics, just like we added the platform burn feature and things of that nature, where no one else has these kind of tools that help creators really innovate and kind of have everything at their disposal right at their fingertips. I think this is going to kind of make a big difference going forward.
Yeah, you guys did a really good job on the UI. So there's 7 graduated tokens so far. A bunch more launched. There's also the App Explorer. People don't forget about that, right? These are all the different ones that you could see. So we have Migrate Fund Analytics. That's one that I had posted. I have a new one here pretty soon, actually. Rare BTC Assets, EMBS, Wackaboss, Yuwu, OS not tokenized, and the loaf itself, which is tokenized because you can see the little token right there. So shout out to everyone who is participating. Oh, I haven't even seen this, the analytics page. When did you guys add this?
Yeah, we added that 2 days ago, Jay. Come on, you.
Oh, looks like it's here. Let's see. Sweet. Yeah, I haven't looked at this yet. So, man, I'm just gonna have to pull straight from here.
Yes, sir.
Looks
Might
good.
need to add some gradients to it. It looks a little flat, but yeah, we added that the other day.
Sweet. Yeah, you guys have done a really good job here. And then the terminal. So we'll continue supporting people. As I said, you know, it's a little bit difficult as people on the team to, you know, literally just like blatantly shill tickers. Maybe that happens at some point in time, but there needs to be buy-in, traction, right? You know, it depends. Like, is the person doxed? Who are they? Is there traction, right? Like, what's the holder supply concentration and all these different things? But one thing I will tell you is that, you know, if you're an app builder, a token deployer, and you deploy, if you're a token deployer, you deploy an app, I will probably try out the app at some point in time, right? I will try to look through and kind of look at the on-chain history and stuff as well, because you got to be a little careful here. But yeah, we'll try your app. It just makes everyone that much better. We have a question here. As any asset in crypto, the owner's buying and selling at ridiculous prices until a dumb buys them. You're just saying saying crypto's a Ponzi?
Seems like it. One thing though is that we're in the era of anyone can build anything. And that means you need to try and build a lot of stuff. And nothing can give you the velocity and the instant market validation than launching on chain. So build an app, launch a token against it. If your app is crazy innovative, it's something that's never been seen before, I promise you that token is going to go crazy. You know, most people are spending weeks building apps for the App Store to hopefully get approved, probably get denied, have to reschedule, like reapply. Maybe they're out a month or two before they can launch a single idea. But you can come into Emblem Build, you can launch an idea in a day, in 5 days, in a week, whatever it might be, polish it up, launch a token against it. And if your idea is validated, you are going to get paid.
Yep.
Avi says, do stakers earn from fees collected from launch tokens? So like the SOL that's from like the trading fees? No, right now stakers just get the supply of the token itself. But we have said this before, the staking program is going to be like the center of all the tokenomics for Emblem. So just because what exists now, although we've added 2 different things, right? Rewards from a migration protocol and then rewards from a launchpad, doesn't mean that that is actually the end. As more people come in, there's a lot of different levers that you could turn from a tokenomic standpoint, but it has to come from somewhere, right? It has to come from volume, it has to come from users, it has to come from attention. so on and so forth. We can't just flick all of them on immediately. There needs to be different signals in the market or adoption to tell us that this is the next thing to do. But I have a lot of ideas from staking. I mean, again, Chris and I are from Vegas, right? We worked in the casino industry for over a decade each. Went to school for it in UNLV, and so there's a lot. And we've been also, all of us have been in crypto for 10 years, so we kind of have like the full picture and idea on how to really take tokenomics to the next level. I mean, we just created a brand new tokenomic staking program that doesn't exist anywhere else, but that's just kind of the foundation of it. There's a lot of unique entry points that you can add to it, but just need more people.
Bro, I think our staking program is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that it's tied to a launch pad, and like, you know, I just think it's great. And it does protect like the tokens themselves. It's not like they immediately get these tokens and can insta dump them, and it's kind of dripped out. So, you know, I just think there's a lot of stuff here that's man, we got a lot of oars in the water, bro. It's like you just want, if we had one major runner, bro, it's gonna go fucking insane because everybody's gonna see, holy shit, if I staked, I got this much, holy shit. It's gonna start. It just takes one runner. I guess maybe what his name, who was in the comments, is probably right. We do just need one runner, but you know, it'll happen. You gotta keep plugging away, dude. I'm hoping Chris's next app idea comes to fruition.
Dude, I have a lot in the backlog, but kind of distracted with a few launches. But I'm probably the only guy that studied actual game theory in college. Like at a collegiate. I mean, that's like literally what I studied in college.
He got his master's in game theory, bro.
It's that's actually true. Like, I mean,
yeah, it's cool, man.
Funny enough, but I mean, obviously a strange, trajectory of life, because game theory didn't actually used to be that popular, and now it's everywhere, right? It was a very niche topic for a long time. But yeah, I think that the things that we have in the works, the products that we have in the works that are all going to feed back into the staking program, that even with where we're at right now, you get a couple applications and tokens that go a little crazy. The stakers are going to get super paid. You get a couple more big migrations, $1 billion migrations, which are going to come. The staking pool is going to go crazy. And so people really just have an issue with short-termism, where they only see what the market is like today and not what the market can be like tomorrow. And some of this stuff is going to be incredibly obvious in hindsight.
Yeah, sir. Our good friend XC Pinata just posted something he said that I just built foodwastemanager.com. Need to look into possible tokenomics building. It's so much fun. I'm so glad that you enjoy it. When I reached out to you, I was like, damn, I felt like Kevin would really enjoy this. He likes testing a lot of the early stuff, obviously being one of the earliest artists in crypto.
Like, this is the creativity that I'm talking about, where you're just like, dude, you never have any idea what someone is going to build next. Nuts stuff, man. Good to see.
Yeah, cook what you have before it goes to waste. Food Waste Manager tracks your pantry, uses AI to suggest meals, what you already own, builds groceries.
These are the apps that go super crazy. They have a weirdly viral feature. It's a little bit niche, but like everyone's like, oh, duh, that makes sense. And you can come up with these weird contraptions, kind of like stoner meals or whatever it was back in the day.
Yeah.
It is. It's truly a fun time. That smart fridge sounds a little bit.
Monetization feature that you've added as well. A lot of people are like, how do we monetize? It's like you can monetize traditionally as well as launch a token. So it's cool to see.
Yep. Premium feature, right? For $4 a month or $29 a year. This is a good example when a lot of people reach out to us when they say, how do you monetize it? Whether it's like launching a token, creating an NFT collection, doing subscriptions and stuff. Adam said this before, you always want to start pretty close to free as possible, like pretty near free. The one thing you don't want to do is overdo it. Do like too large of a collection, too high of an ICO price, too high of a subscription. We've learned this just through our own experience as well. Because if it is overpriced, then people just write it off and they'll just never come back. But if it looks like it's near free, then you can get some adoption. And it kind of, once you have a few users, right? If you have 5 users, you're building for those 5 users. They'll tell you what's good, what's not, and what to do. But getting those first,
bro, it's so hard to get even
10,
5 users, bro.
Yeah, getting the first 10 is really hard. Then getting like the first 100, right? Once you could break
fans, man. But people totally disregard the power of a community. Like 100 people aligned on the same mission is a fucking army. Like 1,000 is crazy. 10,000, you can conquer small like states, bro, with 10,000 people.
Totally. Totally. What's that guy say here?
Yeah, there are some people in the chat asking if we would shill horsies and all these other ones or whatever. Guys just came now. Which token that launched on Emblem? You guys are more bullish. Guys just came now. Which tokens are we bullish on? Bullish on the app builders and the token deployers. People who are continuously trying, right? We got on a call with the horse dev. We built the burn feature for him. We helped promote it. And, you know, it was really, what else can we do, right? It's like, we're not going to pick winners here, but we will help people become winners. It's a much different situation here. So
yeah, please like look at the goal. The goal is to build apps and launch tokens against them, or launch tokens and build applications against them. That is what we're trying to do here. So if people can like put that together, they can see how much support they'll get. I mean, it's not that difficult.
You know, I'm happy to support pure meme coins as well, right? We want runners. You guys want runners. Everyone wants runners, right? It's unfortunate that the crypto community just puts these like crazy expectations. Once you back something, then essentially you're tied to it forever, right? And we're just here to build the infrastructure, provide social support, build the community and such. And I want traders to win as well, right? That's how you gain traction. Traders making money, stakers making money, stakers are making money. We need to find ways for traders to make money, but then we also need ways for our app builders and builders to make money, right? So we got one third of the way there. Got the other. It's like the trilemma, right? Hard to make everyone happy all the time, but we're gonna try our best, right? We've been building for 10 years at this point, so nothing new. We were around before the word launchpad was even created. Literally.
One thing is that you could build launchpads on our launchpad.
You can, yeah.
So you can have a launchpad that builds a launchpad that maybe launches other launchpads. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can curate it, right? You can create the like meme coin launchpad on Emblem launchpad or something like that. Deploy it, make the money yourself.
Use it to build a Robinhood token launcher if you want. You can build anything.
Yeah, there were some Robinhood apps. There definitely were. So moving out of the Emblem ecosystem, I saw Uniswap. Speaking of launchpads, Uniswap is getting like super into the game now. They just came out with Uniswap launches. For those that aren't aware, on Uniswap, people created launchpads using something called Uniswap v4 hooks. I think Banker and Clinker were like really Clinker, and then Banker maybe were like the first ones really to use it. Pawns is like started running away on Robinhood. Uniswap has been making ton of money, value, and traction with these Uniswap v4 hooks. So they just added their own aggregator for the launchpads. So launchpad wars on Robinhood. Robinhood's got to have more launchpads than users at this point, but there's literally like 50 of these.
It's like that meme with there's all these tents set up and guys are selling shovels and there's a guy walking in, he's like, man, you want to buy some shovels? He's like, no, I'm selling shovels. It's all shovel salesman, man. So yeah, I don't know. But there's still, I'm looking at Cash Cat is still freaking running, man.
What's it at now?
It's like 45 million. I think, it was at like 40 million earlier today and still moving. Still got tremendous volume, crazy volume.
Robinhood, man. It's I do see though that Brian Armstrong's trying to appeal back to the natives some capacity. I remember Chris talking about this on the show like a few months ago. They're like, what could Coinbase do more? And they were just like list tokens faster. And that was like one of the key bullet points that he put out that they are planning to do. It's like, so right. You're right on the nose for that one.
Yeah, I would say that they should hire me, but I'm happily. But it's funny that some of this shit is so obvious to us, but for him, he runs a $150 billion company, probably more. He's like, what should I do next to appease this community? Like, bro, what do you mean? How out of touch can you be? Like, bro,
totally.
I still think Robinhood is going to be a banger. I think Robinhood chain is going to be an absolute banger. I think it's like one of the best bullish catalysts for the crypto industry of the last probably year, maybe multiple years. Robinhood chain.
Do we ever think that? Do we think that base airdrop's actually going to happen, or it's going to be like we're going to be talking about it in 4 years? And
They're like Uniswap, or they're like
yeah,
OpenSea. They're
just like
gonna
never
be
fucking had. Just drags it, points program. You know.
Outside of that, I don't know if you guys saw today, there was like a gigantic liquidation essentially in the traditional stock world. This guy named like Leopold.
Got him,
Do you know he actually worked at FTX, which is actually makes the story even funnier.
Really?
Yeah. So Leopold, I guess he's like the 23-year-old who had some sort of like leveraged bet on memory stocks, energy stocks, and some other combination. And he just got over leveraged, and it turns out what was the other one? Anthropic. Mm-hmm. And it says Citadel had bought a portion of his position. He basically had to liquidate himself because he was about to go. He was about to blow up his fund. He had ran it up from, what was it? It was like
it was a big one. Yeah, it was like 10 million to 3 billion or something like that, or I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah, he actually was an employee at FTX. So thought that made the story even more fun. Everyone now is calling the bottom. And I guess I just saw on the timeline that all the stocks that he was in are now up like multiple percentages after he left. It's funny that stocks just trades like crypto now.
Yeah, thanks for your sacrifice, Leopold. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother.
It's all fake.
It's all memes. It's all memes. It's all hunting. I mean, I know people in crypto like to hunt each other, but there's no one more vicious than these hedge funds. They'll put you out of business, dude. That's exactly what they just did.
Wow.
Citadel, that's like one of the biggest wolves on Wall Street. I think was this Citadel who just gave crypto.com $400 million? It's like that exchange like died. Still around somehow. Crazy.
They're savages, man. They're absolute savages, bro.
Then like they get like full access to their market orders. Like, what are they buying?
Our good friend Avi says that he created. Oh, this is one of the Robinhood ones that he had made. All on-chain hoodies with emblem build. So on-chain hoodie badges. Let me go to this. You have 210 here. Is that what it says? See your hoodies, right? Is that the NFT that you're wearing? It's pretty cool. Oh, 6,000 supply. Here we go. Yeah, I like it. There's been a few people who've built NFT collections with builds. So every trait's a badge. Check out how many you have. How many would you get if you add XX hoodies to your collections? It's really fun experimentation. Yeah, it's really cool that you built this. There was another builder that did a Robinhood dashboard or Robinhood Explorer. Forget who was. It was one of like the ordinals. He has like a Taproot wizard as his PFP, which is cool. And I've gotten a lot of people reaching out about cross-chain stuff recently. Somebody wanted to build a cross-chain collection that has to do with like teleburning in Vault, some capacity. It's really interesting. I was trying to talk through with this guy. He was trying to explain his idea. Half of the time I was like, what is the point of this? And then the other half, I was just like, here, I'll just give you a
flywheel, bro. That's the
I'll just give you a build access and you could just go try it yourself. And honestly, those work. People reach out with an idea. I'm just like, here, go try this and build. Then they'll come back and be like, this is crazy.
Where did I hear? What was televaulting? Was that like a year?
That was with Graham, right?
With Graham, that's right. Televaulting.
R.I.P. to Graham. He was a good guy. I think he got wiped out from like, I think he was like over leveraged Bell's coin or something like
that. Max long on Bell's coin. God damn it, bro. And he got a newborn. And, oh man.
Yeah.
Life turns on you fast, bro. Fuck.
Life
Don't get liquidated, guys. Don't get liquidated, man. Jam. Fuck.
Yeah, there's another coin. There's another NFTs are getting hot, man. Between like FWA, which has been getting a lot of attention. I saw Robinhood NFTs have been getting a lot of attention. And there was a new NFT that I saw this morning called Stonk Brokers that ran from 0.1 ETH to like 4 ETH or something like that.
Yeah.
The one thing I've learned is like, the NFT market is when OpenSea and the marketplaces removed royalties from NFTs, it became extremely unprofitable. There's like 10 teams in like the whole entire NFT ecosystem that are like profitable companies. But there's no doubt in my mind, people fucking love NFTs. Like the attention that comes with them, it seems like anytime NFTs are brought up, there's just like this warm feeling from everyone that they just want more of it. Anytime you bring up meme coins, people are just like, fuck my life.
Yeah. NFTs are just way more a collectible thing, right? And I just, humans are natural collectors. It just works. Not to say it's 99% garbage, because it is, but people like it and can hold it long term. You know, it's just different. It's just different than meme coins. People have at this point in time, people almost have no fucking loyalty to meme coins at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, FWA's running right now. It's doing great. I don't know how many more days does it have before the token unlocks.
I think it's like next week, sometime next week.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. What happened to our FWA friend who was redoing it on Solana? I don't know. I still think
Sol RWA. Yeah. Oh, rare world assets.
Rare world assets. So we'll see. You know, but certainly there's this opportunity to do it on other chains and maybe change the mechanic a little bit. Maybe do the exact same mechanic. I don't know. It obviously worked. We'll see.
Remember when they were doing inscriptions on all the other chains?
Bro?
I was in it. And then they tried to do BRC20 on every other chain. That was you should have known at that point the market was pretty frothy. Then remember they tried to do bitmap on like Solana.
Bro, bitmap on Doge map, and it's everywhere, bro. It's all those things are out there, man.
I knew Doginals, man. When I got into Doginals, I was like, this is either going to go to like $1 billion or this is just too much in the middle between like too much memes, too much NFT, like meme chain with NFTs. Like maybe this is just too mid curve, honestly. That ended up being what it was. It was just that was the mid curve take.
I mean, every once in a while, I'll still see those Doginal dog guys on the fucking timeline in fake spaces with 5,000 people in the spaces. And I'm like, they're still here, man. These guys are Bark or whoever. He's still around, bro. That dude was on with, if you remember during the fucking celebrity coin fucking thing, he was on with, what's her name? With Caitlyn Jenner or whatever the fuck, whatever the Jenner dude with Bruce. He was on with Bruce Jenner, bro. It's like, holy shit, man. So who knows, man? It's wild times.
Crypto culture, man. It has penetrated everything from the marketing style, where everybody posts more kind of like the quote intern marketing. Like that was totally a crypto thing that just basically took over. Stocks and traditional markets are trading like memes now. We have a meme coin president. I guess the clarity vote's next week. I wonder if I hope that passes. It feels like the morale on the Clarity Act is extremely low, but that's usually when something does happen. There's like all this like backroom dealings. To me, I feel like it is going to pass just because you know how politics are. It takes so long to just get something to the market, and that the crypto pact, I forget what the crypto pact is, the lobby firm that's literally the largest in the US. I can't imagine all of these Dems just losing access to the biggest pack and just not voting for that. I think they're like 6 or 7 votes short, something like that. Or they need like 6 or 7 Dems to cross the aisle to pass it. They obviously hate Trump. Trump's definitely been quite egregious with just siphoning money out of the industry. But I still think it packs. I thought it was kind of funny in the Clarity Act that it was like politicians cannot launch tokens on their behalf and do stuff. And then it's like Trump just got it in right beforehand. I guess that's the GOAT, right? Best ever do it. Best ever.
No doubt.
Best PvP guy ever. Although I have to say Iran is kind of blowing him out of the water a little bit here. So
God, is that still going on?
I think so.
That shit up, bro. Jesus.
Have they considered using emblem build? Does the IRGC want?
Bro, who's building the app to track the ships in real time with drones? Yeah,
how funny. It's a good one. It is a good one. Man, good times, I have to say, to say the least. There is, if you guys saw all the other stuff that we're working on behind the scenes, some stuff even outside of what already exists or maybe does exist. I don't really know. But I would say pay attention. Make sure you're following the Emblem Vault account and the Emblem Mage account Right, that's a lot. If you just want up-to-date stuff of what's happening on the terminal, you want to follow the Emblem Agent account. I still don't think there's been anybody who's launched a token on the X timeline. Although I did hear somebody had launched a few tokens in Telegram. So they're using build in Telegram in some way. So
wait, how do you launch tokens in the Telegram? How does that even work?
I think they're using the SDK, like just the raw SDK, and building it into their Telegram somehow. So maybe it's like they have their own agent harness that they built through Claude that then grabs the Emblem SDK and points it to Telegram. I would think that's how you do it. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's all magic, in my opinion.
Nobody knows.
Blurs
Nobody
the line.
knows.
Well,
Yeah,
Chris did hook up his Emblem Agent to his Telegram, so maybe Chris knows how to.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're looking for attention, if you're looking for marketing, launching a token on the timeline is the best. You'll get marketing from the post itself. Then the Emblem Agent account will post that the token has been deployed. And then when it bonds, you'll get another Emblem Agent post saying that it was bonded. And then if you burn over 10%, then the Emblem Agent will post again over 10% that you burn the token. So you can get 3 Emblem Agent timeline posts plus your timeline post of launching the token. These are going out to thousands of impressions. That's not a bad start. So I think we're at ground zero for launching on the timeline, and I expect it to be way bigger.
Yes, sir. I think we'll wrap it up here today. Good day nonetheless. Good and solid times. Continue grinding on. We'll continue hanging out and building, and support all of our builders. Reach out to us if you have any questions any point in time, or if you want to get access to the Emblem build. If you're just somebody who's interested, shoot me a DM and we'll be happy to hook you out. Until then, have a fun and safe weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Later, guys.